So I'm saying that to say this. Oh, that was that connected to that. I was just saying, if it started out as men is blue, women is pink, right? If it started out as we got a men's bathroom and we got a women's bathroom, right? If it started out as we got women's shoe sizes and we got men's shoe sizes, right? If it started out as men do this and women do that, right? Why is it different now? That's what I was getting at. And I said, okay, it's changing. So then I went and I talked about the overall meaning of the word change, right? You know what change means. And I'm not talking about change like nickels, dimes, and quarters. But even there is a change. See what I'm saying to you? Because if you got 50 cents now, but before you had $1, there is a change because something I paid for costs 50 cents. So now I don't have a whole dollar no more. It changed into what? 2 quarters. So now I have 2 quarters, aka change, right? All right. Now we do know what change means. Change means to transform from one thing to another, or to just move from left to right, to just basically go from what you were to not necessarily opposite, but just something else, right? It's just a change. You hear me? Now, in order for there to be a change, what has to come first?
Something happened to make you want to change. Like, let's say
Not necessarily, not all the time, not all the time. There's many things that could come before a change. There's many things. In order for there to be a change, something has to cause it. That's what I mean. Things don't just change for no reason, right? When a flower changes from a seed to a dandelion, or from a seed to a rose, or from a seed to whatever the fuck it's finna be, right? It's because somebody put water on it and helped it blossom or helped it grow. It's a reason for that, because you got seeds that just sit in the pack all day and they don't do nothing, right? So in order for that, exactly. So in order for that seed to turn into a flower, the flower that it's supposed to be, right? Something made it change, right? In order for there to be daylight, it changed from light to dark. The sun went down, the moon came out, type shit. There, even with that, photosynthesis, right? Even when you change your mind, you hear me? It's a reason behind that. So that's what I'm trying to get at. If men were blue and women were pink, they separated that. It is separation for a reason, right? If it was separated back then and it was standard for hundreds of years, why the fuck is it not like that now? Both male and female, right? If it was frowned upon and shamed upon to be homosexual back then, why is it now they got laws against shaming? They got like a flag. They got a culture now. What changed? You hear what I'm saying to you? If women were feminine and focused on being a housewife and being a feminine woman back then, why are they police officers and in the military and doing construction and working manual labor jobs now? Why? What changed? You feel what I'm saying? If there were 2-parent households back then, why are there predominantly single parent households with single mothers? Especially if single mothers have the highest ranking percentage in producing the worst product. That don't make sense to me. But what does make sense to me is the why. It's the cause. Now, we just said that in order for a rose, in order for you to see a rose, there was a change between the seed and the rose. In order for you to see a rose, it was once a seed. So that means something changed, right? Okay. In order for me to see a feminist woman right now in a feminist movement, there means there was a change because you didn't see that back then, right? In order for me to see a stud right now, a female acting like a nigga, or a tranny, a nigga acting like a bitch, in order for me to see that now, something changed, something happened, right? Now, the reason why that happened, I have a theory. And a lot of times, people say, oh, I want to deal with facts. Okay. A fact can be proven, right? So in order for you in order for you, without me saying this is a theory, in order for you to know that what I'm saying is either a fact or an opinion, you have to do what? Prove it. It has to be able to be what? Proven, right? Nothing that I'm presenting to you that I say is fact is supposed to not be able to be proven. I'm not supposed to be able to say it and you're supposed to just automatically believe it. You're supposed to be able to have some logic and proof to it, right? Okay, so even though I'm saying that this is a theory, you can be somebody that say, I don't listen to theories, I just listen to facts. My brother. In order for there to be a fact, you have to be able to prove my theory is an opinion. And it's not a fact. Right? In order for there to be a fact, you have to be able to prove that my theory is a fact. You have to prove it. Right? So even though I say it's a theory, I don't know if it's a fact or not. It's a theory because this is what I'm thinking, theoretically. Right? So, theoretically speaking, I'm saying the reason why we have such a change could be a war tactic. Yeah, a war tactic. Like how slavery ended, white people were upset because they still wanted their slaves, right? A lot of important white people were upset and pissed off and mad. And those important white people said, you know what, since we can't legally enslave these motherfuckers no more, let's implicate a system to where they'll have to enslave themselves. I believe the war tactic set out to destroy black people came from or powered up, if you will, after slavery ended. Wasn't no need for welfare when we had slavery, right? There wasn't no need for government assistance when we had slavery because the black people were enslaved. But now they're not enslaved, so we need to figure out a way to enslave them again outside of slavery. How can we just manipulate the system and just fuck their lives up and keep them controlled? Because if they rise up, they might take over, right? So we're going to implicate these vices, right? One of the vices is prison, right? Yeah, of course, a lot of black people were going to go to jail because they didn't know how to live after slavery. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know how to work. They didn't even have property, except for the free slaves. Free slaves did, right? So the majority of us ended up back in slavery, back in the penal system. But guess who else came? White people. Yeah, so that kind of backfired. So now, when you tell a lie, you have to keep lying to keep the lie going, right? So that's one of the things I think happened with this slavery shit ending with the prison system. It's like one big ass lie. And it's like, damn, it backfired because we're not just getting black people, we're getting white people too. So now we got to put it in another lie and say, okay, all right, this system is for everybody, right? Except you can get different levels because the different levels, felony levels, will give you time or will give you no time. So now we got that in there. Shit. Now these white people doing motherfucking crazy shit and they not getting the level felonies, the low level. Fuck. What can we do? So that, you know, it's gonna keep going. They're gonna keep adding to it. They're gonna keep trying to manipulate it because white motherfuckers is Derek Chauvin. They, you know what I'm saying, they getting time, you hear me? And that's a problem. You feel me? So now they trying to implicate different strategies to, you know, but that's one of the things that they did that backfired. Now another thing we could say is government assistance, right? Government assistance. But guess what? White people is involved in that too. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that kind of backfired. Mm-hmm. So now they putting their little foot on everything. Every year you gotta resubmit this, and you gotta have this. You can't make this much money, and you can't have this many people. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. So if something was supposed to be modern and standard back then, like 2-parent household, right? Why is it different now? You feel me? It was a lot of 2-parent households when we had slaves. When we don't have slaves no more, right? Now we gotta split these motherfuckers up. Now it's we gotta split this shit up. But it backfired, right? It went because guess what it created? It created the bad bitch. Mm-hmm. Bad bitches wasn't invented
no,
back then in the 2-parent household. Leave It to Beaver? What, no bad bitches on Leave It to Beaver? Right? Where was the bad bitches at back in motherfucking Love and Marriage? Family, Bud Bundy and Al Bundy. Them wasn't bad. There wasn't no bad bitches. Even Kelly Bundy, but she wasn't bad. Like they, you know, it's 2-parent household. You know what I'm saying? She was just dumb. Fucking, that's where the dumb blonde came from. That's why that shit is so popular. Was Kelly Bundy a blonde? Yeah, she was a blonde. I think on some shows. I don't know. I'm high. But anyway, Christina Applegate. Yeah. But listen, that's what I mean, right? Bad bitches wasn't invented back then. Wasn't even thought about back in them days. So it had to be a change. So if you took, let's just jump in like a time machine, right? Let's jump in like a time machine. Let's take a bad bitch. Who a bad bitch? Just off the top. When you hear the word bad bitch, who you think about? Megan Thee Stallion. Mm-hmm. Let's kidnap Megan Thee Stallion, right? Stuff her in this time machine and take her back to like 36. 1936, right? And just drop her ass off. Just kick her out. Boom. Drop her ass off. How long do you think she'll last?
Not even an hour.
Why?
She ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
Now they did have brothels back then. They did have like motherfucking whorehouses in towns and shit. You know, they had that. They had the girls, the madams, right? Now you can associate bad bitch with the madams because she was like the queen of all the other hoes and she had to run them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? She had to keep them bitches in line. She had to collect the money and make sure all them hoes had the fair share. So maybe you could say that was the bad bitch, right? But now it's a bunch of them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Back then, it maybe was like you lucky if you go into a town or two and you see, you know what I'm saying? It's they wasn't out there like that. But now they everywhere. It's a bad bitch season now. They got a season for these motherfuckers. Yeah, they got a season, right? So it's like what changed. You feel me? Now is that a result of the war tactic? Just like the prison backfired. Just like the government assistance backfired, right? The gay shit. That shit backfired. Because they said this is not enough. let's throw this shit in there. Let's throw this gay shit in. Let's promote this shit. I don't know if you ever seen this movie called Brokeback Mountain.
No, I've always heard about it, but I've never seen it.
Man, when I was married to my ex-wife, man, she begged and begged and begged and begged me to watch this fucking movie with her. I watched this movie with her, man. Right? The dude, Jake Gyllenhaal, I think it is him. That's the nigga from Jarhead, right? That's the one dude who was watching Roll House. Ain't that him?
Mm-hmm.
That guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Him and the other dude that played the Joker on The Dark Knight, that one that died.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Ledger, is that his name?
I think.
Okay. Keith Ledger died. He died. But them two was in that movie, Brokeback Mountain. And they were gay. This was supposed to be set in like the setting probably was like in the 50s, 40s. I may be wrong, but I do remember it being back then, like based on some shit back in the day. I don't think it was modern day set present time. I think it was made like back then. I seen some old Chevys and shit, right?
Right.
But be that as it may, Brokeback was a mountain that they went to be gay. They couldn't be gay where they lived because it was frowned upon.
Wow.
You hear what I'm saying?
So
It was shamed. And they had families. Jake Gyllenhaal had a wife and kids and everything, right? And I think Keith Ledger did too, or it might be the other way around. I might be getting the movie mixed up, but the concept and what I'm saying is definitely real, right? In the movie. So they would go to the mountain, Brokeback, to be gay in secret. When they get up there, they doing everything to each other that you know what I'm saying, a woman would do. They're doing that. They letting it all out on this motherfucking movie. But when they go back home, they back to their families, their mothers, and what's crazy is they doing the manual labor, and their wives are at home with the kids. You feel me? Right? Now, something happened where I think it was Jake Gyllenhaal's side. They find out that the nigga was doing gay shit. Guess what happened? He died. They kill him. Yeah. I don't know if they found out that some people killed him because he was gay, or they just found him dead. But that was the whole moral of that. He died from being gay. Wow. They beat him to death. You hear what I'm saying to you? So even that being a tactic to destroy the black man, and destroy the black family, it backfired. Not even just with that. We're gonna fast forward because that's back then. We're gonna fast forward to now, right? Mm-hmm. Now they want to have unisex bathrooms. Now motherfucking women, even the LGBTQ, now they got a problem. They like, wait a minute, y'all are taking it too far. First it was just gay people. First it was just, I'm a man that like men, or I'm a woman that like women, other women. Now it's, I'm bi-curious. Now I like both. LGBTQ, and then plus, they got a plus. So it's more shit they added on to it. Where do you think that's coming from? You feel what I'm saying to you? And at the same time, it was a war tactic that backfired. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like a disease. It's just spreading. It just keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's like, I don't even care about how it started no more. Because sometimes how it started will be the direct reason or the direct information on how to stop it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not so simple no more as how it started. Because it started from arrogance. It started from narcissism. It started from just that right there. And I'm not going to put it all on women. I'm not going to put it all on white people. But I'm just going to say what it started from. Narcissism and arrogance. And look where it got us. Look where it got us, right? Because the bad bitch came from the child watching the mother growing up in a single parent household, watching her mother either having to play different types of niggas to get money, seeing different types of niggas running in and out of her life. So now she growing up just don't respect niggas at all, especially if she is single, if she the only child, right? Especially if she the only child. She really don't care about niggas. She go to school. She don't care about the boys at her school. She treat them like her mama treat them, right? Opposed to Sally across the way in the white neighborhood. She got both her parents. She see her mother respect her father. She call him dad. She calling him dad. She's calling him father. They set the table. You know what I'm saying? The dad get the food first. He's important. You hear what I'm saying? So now she's growing up knowing that men are important and you need a man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the disconnect right there. That's what it is. You feel me? Yeah. So when Sally grow up, she like, I'm not finna be like that. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that. How these niggas doing this to my mother? I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna hold this down because I watch my motherfucking mother do that shit. The anger, the fire. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck these niggas. But I want to fuck these niggas because I'm a woman and it's in my nature to want to have sex with a man. So even though I hate these niggas for what they did to my mother, even though I still want to fuck them, right? But I did. So you know what I'm saying? That's it. Period. That's it. And until we can diffuse that part, you hear me? The shit gonna keep climbing. It's gonna keep elevating. It's gonna keep getting what? Worse. You feel me? Feel like rolling up? Oh, it's one already. See, that's what I mean, man. We need to bring back unicorn season. I'm involved in proactive. That's a big word. Man, not a lot of people can be that. Lighter. So basically, you know where I'm coming from with the whole how it started and where it started from type shit. Because I mean that's where the bad bitch came from. That she evolved from that. Because there was no need for a bad bitch back then, right? Even when they were in the West and they had the brothels and the hoes, that was the only reason for a bad bitch. The madam. That was it. The rest of them was just hoes. Even back then, the hoes was just hoes. They wasn't bad bitches, right? Now you got these independent, strong, and da-da-da-da-da. That's where that came from. That came from the government implicating welfare, right? And that caused the great divide in the household, right? And with that divide caused the woman to be in and out of different relationships, right? Not necessarily causing the woman to be in and out of relationships, but one of the causes. You feel me? Because let's just keep it 100. Some women are just naturally promiscuous, and that's just it. They're curious, and things happen. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is being taught strongly about sex before marriage, because if it was, it wouldn't be as vivid as it is now. You feel what I'm saying? Back then it may have been, but like I said, something changed. Something happened, right? Because my mother had me at 15. You feel what I'm saying? She didn't wait till she was married to have kids. I did, right? She didn't, right? So with that being said, things happen. You feel me? And when these things happen, they are a result from other things not happening. Like if her mother had been instilling sex before marriage like she did to me, like my grandmama, she made that shit like, nigga, if you have sex before you married, you're gonna die. I tested that theory out. I'm still alive, right? But she was like, don't get no girl pregnant until you married. And I took her advice because she crammed it in me all the time. I couldn't even like the girl, Kimberly, you know what I'm saying? My ex-wife. She couldn't spend the night at the house. You feel what I'm saying? We graduated high school. We technically adults now. I'm 18, right? You know, she working, I'm working. I'm like, I want her to spend the night. She like, no, not if y'all not married. Y'all not finna spend the night. But my motherfucking uncle and his baby mama come over. They get to spend the night. They get to stay together and all this and that. But that's neither here nor there, right? Anyway, but that's what it was. It ain't no more of that instilling that energy. So now it's just random. Okay, so we got those things that's happening too. Okay, now with those things happening on top of the extra bullshit that's pushing the state in even further, you know, the bad bitch is she just out here creating other bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the modern day housewife type woman, or just woman that just really care for a man, is obsolete now. And the bitch is just like, where's Waldo? You know what I'm saying? Unicorns. That's what I call them. They being scarce. They running them off the earth. like, man. They gotta go back to grammar school type shit. For real. I like that picture. Let me get that. So it's like, man, how do we stop this? And like, how do we bring some liquidity to this? Like, what's going on? And it's not just with black women, it's all women. You just saw the white chick on Fresh and Fit. She bossed up like, I'm not about to be ridiculed because I'm a boss bitch. I'm not finna be looked at crazy because I'm a boss bitch. Da, 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 da. You're not finna talk about other. I'm like, damn, bitch. Goddamn. I didn't care about you. Got a job. Bitch. Okay, congratulations. You're an adult. Congratulations.
You want a cookie?
Hey.
You getting money.
You fought for this. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just what I mean, though. Like, what happened as far as the change, and now it's like, it don't even matter. It don't even matter what happened because you know what happened. You know what happened, and it's either A, do we deal with it because it's gonna get bad. It's about to get real bad, and either it's gonna be more fuck niggas than it is real niggas, and it's gonna be the world is finna consist of bad bitches and fuck niggas. That's what it's finna consist of. It's finna consist of females wanting to be independent, wanting to be on their own, wanting to push that I don't need a man energy for nothing but sex, but then get mad when they get a nigga and he don't want nothing but sex, and they call them fuck boys, right? Fuck niggas, right? So it's like the woman is creating the atmosphere, but blaming the men at the same time. Like, I don't get that. Like, you hate men that bad, right? And it's not even, you don't even know why. You don't even know why. This has been from years and years and years and years and years and years that started from centuries ago because of what the government did. Like, you hating the wrong person. Don't hate the man, sweetheart. The man ain't did nothing to your mama. The government did, right? And guess what? The government is not just the man no more. You feel me? The government is women too.
The majority of women now.
Yeah, so who you really hate?
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't the nigga. It ain't the niggas, right? Don't blame the niggas for you turning boss bitch. Oh, well, if a man can come into my life and take me from having to turn up, then I'm babe, maybe I submit. No, boo boo. That ain't it. That ain't it. You mad at the wrong person. You mad at the wrong. It's an organization that's really behind it. It's a multitude of people. White, black, Hispanic. You feel me?
Yeah.
Male and female and transgender. It ain't just the nigga.
Man, woman, and in between.
Yeah. It ain't just, I like that, in between. It ain't just the you know what I'm saying? You mad at the wrong person. You want to boss up because you don't want the man to be in control of you? Huh? All right, so first of all, let me clear the air with this one right here. You not a boss if you have a boss. Flat the fuck out. I'm tired of all of these. Oh, I'm a boss, bitch. You got a job? Yeah, I gotta be to work in the morning anyway. Well, you're not a boss. Sorry.
Bosses make their own time.
Sorry. If you punch a clock, you're not a boss, right? Even if over here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you a boss, you doing your own thing, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you go to work at a factory or something. You still not a boss. You ain't fully committed, wholeheartedly, 110%. I'm a boss. I don't punch a clock. I'm the one who make the time for the person to be there. If I want to be. You feel what I'm saying? I got the choice to either be an employer or just stay getting it and keeping it, right? To myself, right? That's what I am. I'll write the checks. I'm the check writer. I don't wait on checks. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the boss. I make the time. I make the money. You know what I'm saying? Before taxes, I collect. I'm the distributor. I'm the El Capo. You hear me? I don't gotta be nowhere at a certain time because can't nobody fire me from what I'm doing. Wherever I'm at, I can do it, right? I can turn it on and turn it off. I got that control. That's a boss, right? Hence the term boss bitch, right? You're not a boss if you got a boss. Bottom line. Okay, let's just say you surpass that. You even when strippers, right? You can say you contracting your body, you contracting your talent and your time, but you still got a boss. You got to tip out some of your money. You're not getting all of that money.
All 100%.
Yeah, the house mom got to tell you if you able to even get on that pole. If it's ran right. If you in an organization that's ran right. If you in a strip club that's ran right. You feel me? They got a house mom that makes sure that women is a certain weight before they get out there. They make sure they smell a certain way and look a certain way before they get out there because the girls is a representation of the club and the club owner. You did? So even still, you not a boss bitch. Right? Bottom line, man, if you got a boss, you not a boss. Simple as that. But you can't tell a woman that. You can't.
This woman's so freaking sensitive.
Man, listen.
And their feelings.
Yeah. That's why a lot of this shit is the way it is. That's why the boss bitch is who she is. Because if you ask a woman, why you working so hard? Because I got to. I only depend on me. I'm not going to depend on no nigga. That's what it is. I don't want to depend on a man. Like, what's so bad about a man that make you want to get out there and grind like one? If a man is bad, why do you want to be one? Well, I'm not a man. I'm doing man. Listen. Working is masculine. It is. Working is masculine. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Working is masculine. Studying, practicing, manual labor, hence the name manual.
Man.
It's not womanual labor. It's manual labor, right?
It's in the name.
It's masculine. Women are not masculine by any stretch of the imagination. Masculine men, women, feminine. You get it? Right. Female, feminine. Male, masculine. Man, manual. Not feminual. Not womanual. You feel me? Like what you're doing right now. You're being beautiful. You being gorgeous. You being sexy. You being promiscuous. You're keeping the level of the room at a peaceful level. You feel me? Because if you wasn't here, it was another man in here, the testosterone would be bouncing off back and forth. It'll be, man, hell yeah, man, what the fuck, all that shit, man. Dog, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, man, look. But see, now it's not like that. It's like more of a, I'm here with it, and you over there looking all like scrump dilly. So I'm like, at the same time, so I'm, yeah, that right there, that shit you just did, make a nigga dick hard as fuck. So listen, that's what a woman is supposed to be. She ain't supposed to be another nigga. This right here is the most beautifulest thing to me ever. It's natural, right? It's natural to the point where this is how it's supposed to be. This is it. This is the piece to the puzzle. It's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? All my life, I've seen stuff like this. Man, woman, not man, not woman, but man, woman. And the man is the man and the woman is the woman. Now, I done seen the other shit. You know, I done been a part of the other shit, involved in the other shit, not the gay shit, but I'm saying like in other households, I done seen it. You know what I'm saying? In other family members, I done seen it. You feel what I'm saying? So, but if it's still, I knew it was weird to me. It was off. It wasn't like, hold on, wait a minute. You know? Because even across the street, you know what I'm saying, was a single mother. But I never seen nobody's dad. Never. Maybe once. I seen my friend's father. I seen him one time, right? But I never seen nobody else's dad. The people that stayed upstairs, I seen his father. And that's only because he didn't live with her, but he was there all the time, and I never see nobody else. So in my eyes, that's how it was supposed to be until Nikki came. Fucking Manoni. That's the first person I ever seen.
Oh my god.
And my mother though, I can remember my mother having different boyfriends before my stepfather.
Before Donnie.
I remember.
Does you make him do
all of them? More than just one. It was more than one.
Oh,
my mother had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes, 6 different dudes I remember before my stepfather. And me and Muffin not even that far apart in age.
You're not. How old is she again?
I'll be 40. So I think Muffin was born in 88 or 86. If she was born she was born in 88. I think I was 4 when she was born. I was 4 years old.